Whew. And that was tiring, trying to get this to work. Okay, so yeah, I'm back on the mic tonight, as much as I kind of don't want to be, but I guess I felt like just doing a couple people a favor. Like I said, I was just not doing commentary the last couple of days because I was a bit tired of it. Anyway, we're going to be doing Claire's story first, Claire A. Normally I do Leon A and then Claire B, but that's just because I like Leon better than Claire. I know some people are going to break out the torches and pitchforks on me for saying that, but it's true. Let's see. Original game or arranged game? What do you think? By the way, is my voice too loud? Because I can... Let me lower... Let me lower that a little bit. There we go. That's good. Oh, I didn't even... Well, yeah, I was pretty empty, but anyway, yeah, it's okay that you weren't able to come last night, because last night we had some problems. Apparently, they dished out a new update, and I mentioned the update for the Resident Evil Origins collection when I was streaming Resident Evil 1. But apparently this update has been causing a lot of problems for people when they try to play Resident Evil 0. So, like, the game is periodically crashing all the time for people who are trying to play RE0. And I think the update was to make the game Xbox One X enhanced, but obviously Capcom did something wrong, and a bunch of players are having trouble playing either one of the games on the Origins collection or both of them. You know, I don't... What is a ranged game? I don't really remember what it is. But let's just go ahead and do it. Well, wait, hold on. I think a ranged game is like they give you, like, machine guns and all that other stuff. I'm not sure I want to do that. What about original game? Let's go ahead and... Well, you know what? Why don't we flip a coin? Let's let fate decide. Let me get a coin real quick. Here we are. Quarter. Okay, so heads arranged game, or no. Heads original game and tails arranged game. And tails arranged game. You know, I remember this. I remember the demo and the intro. They were always replaying, like, as soon as you spent, like, 5 extra seconds on the main menu screen. Okay, rookie. I think more difficulties are unlocked after you beat it, but...
Resident Evil 2.
Oh yeah, arrange game. I remember having a lot of fun on arrange mode. I don't remember the specifics of what's different.
Outskirts of an American suburb called Raccoon City.
Can you hear the game audio pretty well?
It was later revealed
I have the TV down and the game audio up on the software.
a mutagenic toxin created by the international enterprise Umbrella Incorporated for use in
Umbrella Incorporated. I can tell that this is a Japanese guy speaking English, unless I don't know, it sounds like a Japanese guy trying to speak English, because I know how Japanese people sound when they speak English but they don't know it well, and I know how they sound when they speak it but know it well, and yet they still can't shake their pronunciation issues. Alright, cool. By the way, I'm playing the GameCube version. The GameCube version was released at around the same time that Resident Evil 1 Remake and Resident Evil 0 were released on GameCube as well. And the reason they did that was because they... Shinji Mikami, the director and creator or co-creator of Resident Evil, he, for a long time, had wanted to bring Resident Evil over to Nintendo platforms because he wasn't really happy with the Sony PlayStation hardware. He was on record as stating that he really disliked the PlayStation 2 hardware. He found it way too difficult to deal with. So there was a deal, a very temporary deal, where Resident Evil was going to be a Nintendo exclusive. That's why Resident Evil 1 Remake was released as a GameCube exclusive for the longest time. That's why 0 was a GameCube exclusive, and Shinji Mikami even threatened to quit if Resident Evil 4 was ever brought over to PlayStation consoles. Of course, he didn't quit. Eventually he did quit, but not because of that. Market pressure forced Resident Evil 4 to go from a GameCube exclusive to a multi-platform game for PlayStation 2 and Nintendo GameCube. But anyway, this version of Resident Evil 2 was released alongside a GameCube port of Resident Evil 3 because they didn't want GameCube owners to not have the full saga. They couldn't afford to remake 2 and 3 just yet. As you know, they're just now getting to the Resident Evil 2 remake, which is coming out this coming January. But they pretty much wanted GameCube owners to be able to own the complete saga, including 2, 3, Code Veronica, 1 Remake, 0, and 4, all on one platform. Which is great for me because I just download the ISOs to this and put them on a flash drive, and I have the whole saga on one flash drive if I ever need it.
Yeah, first day on the job. Great, huh?
With the exception of 5 and 6, of course. But nobody really cares about 5 and 6, or do they, huh?
Could you open the glove box?
Sure. But there's a gun inside.
Better take it with you.
I remember when this came out, we were all really impressed with these cinematics. They were top of the line at the time. And we were even more impressed when the game came out on Nintendo 64 and the cutscenes were kept in, because the Nintendo 64, while technically better at 3D than the PlayStation because of its polygon count, it couldn't really play full motion video very well due to the cartridge format. But luckily Factor 5, the studio that was helping Capcom port it to the 64, managed to work some technological wizardry to get them to fit on a 64 megabyte cartridge. Really impressive.
I'll meet you there.
Alright, so we are now separated from Leon, and we're going to be heading right for the police station. Now, there is a kind of a hack. Sorry, I had to pause it real quick to check the dashboard. There is a hack, not a hack, there's a secret, where if you avoid, in later versions of the game after Resident Evil 3 came out, if you avoid picking up ammo on your way to the police station, then you end up meeting the zombie of Brad Vickers, who dies in Resident Evil 3. And if you kill him, you get the key to unlock the locker inside the police station to get an alternate outfit. And at least in Claire's case, you get a different gun. So I don't know if arranged mode does that, but if arranged mode has made it easier for me to get through the city without picking up any ammo, then I might just do that. Sometimes sometimes when I play the game I do it, and other times I don't because I'm not always able to do it without dying. And I don't feel like dying this stream. At least not so early. Sorry, I'm just checking my dashboard. No, that's not what I want. Live control room. And let's see. Okay, we're doing all right here. Let me just check the controller configuration real quick. Old word, unused. Status. Okay, attack stance. Run. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so now I remember why I love the range mode is because you get this unlimited ammo machine gun. So who knows, we might be able to speedrun this. So this is the gun Leon found in the glove box. A magic, what's the gun model? Magic submachine gun. Well, actually, in the old versions of Resident Evil, they were able to get the rights to actually put real firearm information here. So, yeah, that's a Mac 11. The newer Resident Evils, they got rid of that. So if you look at the older Resident Evil games, the older versions, Leon's gun, Claire's gun, Jill's gun, they're all real weapons that you can actually buy on the market still, with all the information and the brands on there. It's really cool. And it's just a shame that they weren't able to keep that in later entries in the series and just had to give the guns, give what were obviously real guns fake names. Sorry if I'm talking too much. I know this game really well, better than pretty much any other Resident Evil, so, I mean, I can play it in my sleep. Which makes it easier for me to give commentary. Sorry about that, babe.
On in this town?
I ain't got no clue,
Darling.
By the time I noticed something was wrong, the entire city was infested with zombies. But don't you worry, girlie. You'll be safe in here.
Yeah, that's not creepy at all. Get away, creeper. Okay, so I don't need to pick up any ammo right now. I'm good. And I'm not going to pick up his crossbow because I don't need it, and I want to see if Brad appears in a ranged mode because I can't remember if he does. Yeah, boy. Man, this is fun. Enter the survival horror. This too shall pass. So you were saying that you were having a pretty bad day today. Any particular reason why? Has it just been stressful? School sucking? Okay, now that's an interesting detail over here. You see this guy who's lying dead on the table? He's got a bunch of knives stuck in his back. Or at least, hold on, does he? Or is that just a chair that's moving over? I can't tell, but doesn't it look like he has a bunch of knives stuck in his back? Like, if that's the case, how did that happen? Etika? Well, what did Etika do now? I haven't... Was it related to that Smash leak? Is that what everybody's, talking about? Is that what's got the kitties all angry? There's no sign of life. Well, what's he upset over? Was it just the Smash leaks? Yeah, Brad is not here. Sorry, Brad. The cool thing about arranged mode, though, is that we can get through this really fast, which is great because I only have like an hour and 30 minutes before I have to play Graveyard Keeper. But so what exactly was Etika upset about? I don't watch Etika. Personally, I don't understand why anyone watches the guy, but I understand he has his fan base. He has people that really like what he does, and I mean, he's built a robust platform. I can't take that away from the guy. I just don't understand the appeal. It doesn't appeal to me. Oh, so he wasn't upset over Smash. Well, that's surprising. So it's probably something that was actually serious. It's an old typewriter. You can save your progress with this. Yes. Wait, whose file is that? That can't be my file. Whatever. Well, how old is he? Isn't he like 28? Or he's younger than that, isn't he? Well, that's good. Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to sound like I was downplaying anything serious by, like, suggesting he was upset over Smash. I know that...
Claire Redfield. I'm looking for my brother Chris.
Oh, right now we're meeting Marvin. Marvin, who is going to be getting a lot more development in the Resident Evil 2 remake, and I am very grateful for that, because Marvin has always been a pretty interesting little minor character.
We should have listened to them.
What happened?
About 2 months ago, there was this incident involving these zombie-like creatures in a mansion located in the outskirts of this city. Chris and the other S.T.A.R.S members discovered that Umbrella was behind everything.
God, shut
Risking their
up.
own lives.
I'm sorry, my dogs are just... The dogs outside are freaking out, and now my dogs downstairs are freaking out. There's no escape from dog barking in this neighborhood.
Just rescue the survivors in the other rooms. Here, take this key card. You should be able to unlock the doors in the hall with this. Now go.
But
I think the neighbors are gonna have a party. Maybe that's why they're all upset.
okay. Just hang in there. I'll be back soon.
Yeah, I mean, I hope he's okay too. I mean, I don't like the guy, but I don't wish any ill upon him. I'm thinking, oh, Etika smashed. Etika's upset, so it must be Smash related. But he's 28. It could be like a quarter-life crisis. That usually happens around 25 to 30. Could just be that. Yes, I will use the blue card key. I'm glad I'm playing this, though, because this might be one of my last playthroughs of this. Because, much like with the original, with the first Resident Evil, I might not be ever playing this for a very long time if the remake ends up being super good. Police memorandum. Oh boy. August 23rd, 1998. This letter is just to inform everyone about the recent movement of equipment that has happened during the precinct's rearrangement. The safe with the 4-digit lock has been moved from the S.T.A.R.S office on the 2nd floor to the Eastern office on the 1st floor. 2236, Raccoon Police Liaison Department. Police memorandum has been filed. Ooh, look at all this. Look at this. Oh boy. They still bothered to put the gun in there. But, let me go to the status screen and look at the gun. Handgun. So, check. Yes, Browning HP, manufactured by FN Belgium. It uses 9mm parabellum rounds. And yeah, that is a real gun. It is a real gun by the actual gun type. You can look that up on Google. Look up Browning HP, you will find that gun. And the newer Resident Evils don't do that anymore. A rocket launcher. One shot from this should kill any enemy. Oh, they didn't bother to do any brand stuff for that. Well, that's probably because nobody, it's probably because nobody really sells consumer rocket launchers. So they probably couldn't find somebody who would let them use the real rocket launcher's name. Actually, I'll keep the submachine gun. I'll put the gun back. Put the ink ribbon back. I just need 4 slots. There's an office over by the reception desk. Yes, that is the office where Marvin is, and apparently we cannot see through there. The desk is locked. Use the lockpick. First aid spray. Run over here. Go ahead and put it back in the case. Yeah, ranged mode rookie. I remember this was the mode that you let your little brother play when he wasn't ready to play it on original, or after you'd beaten the game, you just wanted to blow stuff up. the head is missing. It seems to have been twisted off. Handgun bullets. So watch, I'm gonna try to kill him with the rocket launcher, and I bet you I'll end up dying. And if I do, it's going in the highlight reel. Yeah. Pick up that herb. It's locked. A spade is etched under the keyhole. I was hoping that Desperate Spider would show up tonight, but I guess he couldn't make it. It's probably just going to be you again. Not that I have a huge problem with that. Of course he didn't stand a chance. It looks like an operation map. I believe there's a document somewhere right here. Soda cans and junk. Now I wonder what basketball game they took that picture from. I bet you that's a real picture from a real game in 1997, 1998. And they just digitized it and put it in the game as a background effect. Operation report. Operation report, September 26th. The Raccoon Police Department was unexpectedly attacked by zombies. Many have been injured. Even more were killed. During the attack, our communications equipment was destroyed and we no longer have contact with the outside. We have decided to carry out an operation with the intent of We have decided to carry out an operation with the intent of rescuing any possible survivors, as well as to prevent this disaster from spreading beyond Raccoon City. The details of the operation are as follows. Security of armaments and ammunition. Chief Irons has voiced concern regarding the issue of terrorism due to a series of recent unresolved incidents. False flags. On the very day before the zombies' attack, he made the decision to relocate all weapons to scattered intervals throughout the building as a temporary measure to prevent their possible seizure. Unfortunately, this decision has made it extremely difficult for us to locate all ammunition caches. It has become our top priority to recover these scattered munitions. To unlock the weapon storage. As stated earlier, it will be extremely difficult to secure all the ammunition. However, a considerable supply still remains in the underground weapons storage. Unfortunately, the person in charge of the card key used to access the weapons storage is missing, and we have been unable to locate the key. One of the breakers went down during the battle, and the electronic locks are not functioning in certain areas. It has become a top priority to restore the power in the power room and secure those locks. Recorder, David Ford. Operation report, September 27th, 1 p.m. The West Barricade has been broken through, and another exchange ensued. We sheltered the injured in the confiscation room on the first floor temporarily. 12 more people were injured in the battle. Recorder, David Ford. Additional report. 3 additional people were killed following the sudden appearance of an as-of-yet unknown creature. This creature is identified by missing patches of skin and razor-like claws. However, its most distinguishing characteristic is its lance-like tongue, capable of piercing a human torso in an instant. Their numbers, as well as their location, remains unknown. We have tentatively named this creature the Licker, and are currently in the process of developing countermeasures to deal with this new threat. The Operation Report number 1 has been filed. Well, that was a pleasant read. Looks like there was a recent accident here. Okay. Oh, what's that? Oh, that's the doorknob. It's a fireplace. An oil painting hangs above it. The title is A Sacrifice to the Hellfire. Okay, nothing back here. I'd say we're making okay time. I'm just, you know, taking my time to read stuff. One thing I didn't like about the GameCube version is that some of the pre-rendered backgrounds are a little, I don't know, saturated, I guess is the word. Green herb. Green herb. Oh yes, the very pretty save room music. I actually, a lot of times when I'm studying, oh yes, close range rocket, no self-damage, and no recoil. Amazing technology they had in 1998. But, as I was saying, the save room music is, a special kind of key is required. Okay, so I guess I could have gotten Vickers. Maybe I wasn't supposed to kill anybody. But, the save room music in this one, when I'm studying by myself and just I need some mood music, or sometimes when I feel like going to sleep, I actually find an extended version of this theme online and on YouTube and just turn it on. It just has that atmosphere to it. Operation Report number 2. Oh boy. Operation Report, September 28th. Early morning, 2:30 a.m. Zombies overran the operation room, and another battle broke out. We lost 4 more people, including David. R.I.P. David. We're down to 4 people, including myself. We failed to secure the weapons cache, and our hope for survival continues to diminish. We won't last much longer. We agreed upon a plan to escape through the sewer. There's a path leading from the precinct underground to the sewage disposal plant. We should be able to access the sewers through there. The only drawback is that there is no guarantee the sewage disposal plant is free of any possible dangers. We know our chances in the sewers are slim, but anything is better than simply waiting here to die. In order to buy more time, we locked the only door leading to the underground, which is located in the eastern office. We left the key behind the western office since it's unlikely that any of those creatures have the intelligence to find it and unlock the door. I pray that this operation report will be helpful to whoever may find it. Recorder, Elliot Edward. Interesting fact about Elliot. I think it's Elliot who appears in the beginning of Leon's campaign in the Resident Evil 2 remake. In that scene where Leon's trying to save the cop from under the door and the guy gets ripped in half. If you watch the demo footage for the remake for Leon's campaign, I believe that's supposed to be Elliot. I think Marvin even mentions his name. Now, wasn't there something else here? Oh wait, ink ribbon. And then there's the dark room right there, where if we find the film, we can develop it, and that'll help us get to a 100% completion as far as the documents go. Get back. The music, the music in the save rooms for Resident Evil 2 and 3, they sort of embody that, you know, the whole you're safe for now. They kind of encapsulate that feeling. Up the stairs. In time for one of the easiest puzzles. I mentioned this in the Resident Evil 1 stream, but one of my problems with Resident Evil 1 is that it's very mazy, and it's easy to get lost and confused. But I will say that at least the puzzles themselves are very well done. Whereas this one is more linear, and the puzzles are... The solution to the puzzles is much more telegraphed. Something is written on the mounting. The god of sun and the god of moon. Their gaze upon me is the only thing that can release Red Soul. You know, I'm actually doing pretty well in this one. I don't normally put the archives of my streams public because I'm never happy with them, but I actually, I might do that with this one. Who knows? I might edit it a little, just a little bit. Maybe try to get it down to 30 minutes. It's locked. A spade is etched under the keyhole. It's a picture of a young man. There is a good chance it's her boyfriend. This is Jill's desk, and I know it's all... This has come up in online discussions before, where everybody's like, what happened to Jill's boyfriend? Did he die? And, like, was it her boyfriend? And it's never answered. Never answered anywhere. They're unopened cardboard boxes. It looks like a rookie's desk. Okay, this is Rebecca's. There are various devices. This must be where they gathered information. Ooh. G-launcher. Well, yeah, I mean, that happens. That's why I left the one server, you know, that I kind of was getting irritated at in some cases, feeling like I could never, like, I had to watch what I say because people got upset. And the thing is, sometimes I say some off-color stuff, but I mean, if I ever offend anybody, like, in a serious way, I mean, I always apologize for it. And sometimes, even if people aren't upset, I apologize just because maybe I feel like what I said was just going a little too far, you know, personally. It's trash. Someone must have searched the desk. Oh, yeah, this is Wesker's desk, and if we search it 50 times, we get a roll of film. So I'm just going to keep pressing the button here. It's one of those little secrets. And looks like we got 3 viewers. I think, well, no, one of those... Is one of those me? I think one of those is me. There we go. Will you take the film? Yes. So, that is a... Well, you'll see. Keep in mind, we found that on Wesker's desk. And just bear that in mind when we go to develop it. Oh, and I need to get Chris's diary. Chris's diary. I talked to the chief today, August 8th. I talked to the chief today once again, but he refused to listen to me. I know for certain that Umbrella conducted T-virus research in that mansion. Anyone infected turns into a zombie. But the entire mansion went up in that explosion, along with any incriminating evidence. Since Umbrella employs so many people in town, no one is willing to talk about the incident. It looks like I'm running out of options. August 17th. We've been receiving a lot of local reports about strange monsters appearing at random throughout the city. This must be the work of Umbrella. August 24th. With the help of Jill and Barry, I finally obtained information vital Vital to this case, Umbrella has begun their research on the new G virus, a variation of the original T virus. Haven't they done enough damage already? We talked it over and have decided to fly to the main Umbrella HQ in Europe. I won't tell my sister about this trip because doing so could put her in danger. Please forgive me, Claire. The unicorn medal, yes. We're gonna need that. Ooh, a fax. Show me the Carfax. Federal Police Department, Internal Investigations Report. Mr. Chris Redfield, Raccoon City Police Department, S.T.A.R.S Division. As per your request, we have conducted our internal investigation and discovered the following information. 1. Regarding the G virus currently under development by Umbrella Incorporated. So far, it is unconfirmed that the G virus even exists. We're continuing with our investigation. 2. Regarding Mr. Brian Irons, Chief of the Raccoon City Police Department. Mr. Irons has allegedly received a large sum of funds and bribes from Umbrella Inc. over the last 5 years. He was apparently involved in the cover-up of the Mansion Lab case, along with several other incidents in which Umbrella appears to have direct involvement. Mr. Irons had been arrested under suspicion of rape on 2 separate counts during his years as a university student. He underwent psychiatric evaluation as a result of the charges, but was released due to circumstantial evidence as well as his phenomenal academic standing. As such, extreme caution is advised when dealing with him. Jack Hamilton, Section Chief, Internal Investigations, United States Federal Police Department. The mail to Chris has been filed. Alright, I guess Leon doesn't show up here. Oh, that's right. Leon, I think you go to the room as Leon and Leon B, and then he finds Claire or something. I don't remember. Oh boy, the stream quality is going down. So sorry if there's some serious buffering. Step. We're gonna go over here. I'm gonna put the grenade launcher in the box. I'm gonna go over here, and we're gonna develop the film. I can't tell what's on the film until I develop it. Of course you can. Use. Recruit. Okay, yeah, that's a picture of Rebecca in her gym clothes, and for some reason, that was the picture that Wesker was keeping in his desk. Very odd. Of course, Wesker was always a creeper, even when he was, quote-unquote, a good guy. Alright, so we have the unicorn medal, and now that we have the unicorn medal, we can go back to the main hall and put it in the slot where the goddess statue is. Oh, what key did this take? It's locked. A diamond key. Alright, go back here. Pause this first. Just a second. Get a drink. Okay, so I think something spooky happens here. Ugh, spooky. Oh my god. I'm so scared. I'm so scared. One thing I like that I saw in the remake, it's just a small thing, but for me it made me smile, was how you find boards and you use them to board up different parts of the police station to make sure that the zombies can't get through the windows. Something I did not see very many E3 test players doing, because E3 demo testers are notoriously the worst. Apparently, if you apply to be to test out the demos for games at E3, it's a requirement that you're mentally and I got the key. Spade key. Perfect. Did I get the precinct map yet? No, I didn't. Run this way. Open the door. Were you watching my Splatoon stream earlier? Alex, I don't know who the third person is, or if they're an actual user. It might be my brother. Here, get the crank. Get that dope crank. Patrol report. Patrol report, September 20th, 9:30 p.m. Reporter, Sergeant Neil Carlson. We received a report of a suspicious individual skulking around the sewers in the outskirts of Raccoon City. I searched the area and located the individual, but he ran away before I was able to question him. I recovered the following items: a small amount of C4 plastic explosive, an electronic detonator, 9.19 parabellum rounds, infrared scope broken. The patrol report has been filed. Oh, you didn't know? Yeah, at around 5:30, I streamed about an hour or so of Splatoon 2, and that's where the Twitter post I made that I tagged you and Max in, of me talking about defense in Clan Blitz, that footage was from the stream that I did earlier today. So if you didn't watch me, there must have been a couple other people who clicked on that, because that didn't get too many views, but normally if I look on there and I see two viewers, then the first one is me, because I always have it open on another thing so I can check to make sure the quality is just what I want it to be. And usually the second viewer is you. So it's always kind of, so if you're not watching and it says 2 viewers, then that's somebody else. I know Luminous showed up, but I think he left real quick. I think I'll put the crank back in. Or actually, no, I think I need the crank for something real soon, so I'll just, you know what, I'll just do that. But yeah, I'm gonna try streaming Splatoon a little more often. Probably with no commentary, because you don't want to hear me when I'm playing Splatoon. I just get really upset. Even when I'm winning, I get upset. Ooh, what's out there? It's too dark to see anything outside. Bum, 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 bum. But yeah, so I'll probably do like little quick streams here and there when it's like I just feel like grinding my gear or whatever. But I'd like to do more Splatoon streams because Splatoon content, some of my most viewed content was Splatoon content. So I wanted to see if doing a Splatoon streams at the right times would attract any more attention to the channel. I mean, I don't want to be a Splatoon channel, but if I have subscribers, or if they're non-subscribers, that key is useless now. Yeah, discard. Or if they're non-subscribers who are more likely to subscribe to me because I do Splatoon streams, then I'll milk it for what it's worth. Leon.
Claire, you made it.
Yeah. Have you seen a little girl around here?
Yeah, you just missed her. Who is she?
I don't know. But it's too dangerous for her to stay here alone. Leon, I'll go look for her. You go and find us a way out of here.
Of course. But before I forget, here's a radio. That way we can keep in touch if something comes up.
I'll go look for her. You go and find us a way out of here.
Doesn't look like I can pass through here. Oh, so that's where the door in the hallway with the statues. That's why that door up there won't open. One thing I would like to mention. Apparently, the original voice actors for this version of the game, the original version, apparently there were talks of oh yeah, don't worry about it, man. If you don't feel like talking, you don't have to talk. I don't require anybody to talk. It's just I'm just personally interested in who actually watches my streams among my subscriber base, so that way I kind of get an idea of what they like to watch. That way I can tailor my streams better in the future. So what was I saying? Oh, there were talks for a while about the original voice actors and voice actresses from this version of the game actually coming back to do voice acting for the same characters they played in the remake. But there were issues because Capcom wanted to hire voice actors who were non-union. And the voice actress for Claire, who has a YouTube channel, I forgot her name, she explained that that's one of the reasons why, even though many fans wanted her to come back as Claire, she wasn't going to be able to do that in the remake. It's very unfortunate. Oh no, just don't worry about it, Nom. Just, deal with what you gotta deal with. A bronze plate with a picture on it. Let me see. Okay, that's easy enough. Over here, press the button. But yeah, Guesser 750 Madness. You don't have to worry about talking if you don't want to talk. Like I said, it's just that I'm just always curious who's actually watching in those situations where I have one or two other people watching it, and who among my subscribers is tuning in, because it just helps me a little bit better to know what my most faithful watchers actually enjoy watching me play the most. Serpent Stone. I wonder if that's a real painting, because that painting right there, it looks familiar. I think it's not Perseus. Is it Perseus? I think it's Perseus slaying Medusa. Many books on this shelf are about chemistry. Oh, that's right. There might be something down here. No. No, nothing. Over here? Oh, red herb. There we go. And there's a save room just up ahead. Anywho, I mentioned this to Nom a little while back, but one problem I have is balancing playing different games just for pleasure and playing different games for the sake of streams and let's plays, and dividing up my time and attention between what I need to work on for the channel and what I just want to do for fun. And so that's why I've been streaming a lot more lately, because it's one of the easiest ways for me to make sure that people see my channel is active and have content whenever but without, like if I just feel like playing a game, it's like, it's no trouble to just stream it. And if I don't feel like doing commentary, I don't have to do commentary. Yay, pretty save room music. But, where was I going with this? The reason I've been doing more streams is because it's the easiest way to do content whenever I just have the urge to play a game, and I don't have that feeling of, oh, I just wasted 6 hours on a game when I could have spent 6 hours working on a new video. It's not quite the same as doing a scripted video, and I don't want to get into that mode where I'm just a streamer. The last thing I would want to be is just a streamer. No offense to any, any streamers out there that I'm subscribed to or who follow me, but I'm more interested in doing more actual scripted content. But at least by doing the streams, I don't have to feel like I'm wasting too much of my time having fun, just playing any old game I want, and like dividing up my attention between fun and my responsibilities. And this way I can merge them just a little bit better, so I don't have to feel that way. Secretary's Diary. Secretary's Diary A. April 6th. I accidentally moved one of the stone statues on the second floor when I leaned against it. When the chief found out about it, he was furious. I swear the guy nearly bit my head off, screaming at me never to touch the statue again. If it's so important, then maybe he shouldn't have put it out in the open like that. I heard that all the art pieces from the chief's collection are rare items, literally worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. I don't know which is the bigger mystery, where he finds those tacky things, or where he's getting the money to pay for them. May 10th. I wasn't surprised to see the chief come in today with yet another large picture frame in his hands. This time it was a really disturbing painting depicting a nude person being hanged. I was appalled by the expression on the chief's face as he leered at that painting. Why anyone would consider something like that to be a work of art is beyond my comprehension. It's an old typewriter. Yes. Oh boy, I think my brother's here. So, like I was saying, whenever I have the urge to just play a game for fun, I can just click a button and start streaming it. And while it's not the same as doing a scripted video, it at least relieves a lot of that feeling of anxiety I get where it's like, oh no, I got too caught up in playing this game when I should have been working on something for the channel. So that's why I will be streaming a lot more, and where I was going with that was I was talking about Splatoon earlier, and I play quite a lot of Splatoon. So, but I want to get better at the game, and I want to increase my rank. So I figured, why not just stream a lot of my play sessions of that game, and that way I can do that. I can start increasing my rank and going for some more achievements on there, but still make sure that I am not dividing too much of my attention between pleasure and work. I hope that makes sense. So I gotta go this way. We're gonna go down here. We're not gonna go down the hall with the crows just yet. We don't need to. Pick up the herb. More herbs. As long as you don't play Fortnite, I'm happy watching anything. I've played a little bit of Fortnite. Oh no, I don't need those. It's fun. The Battle Royale mode is fun for what it is. I don't know if I could really get like that into it, but if I ever did stream it, I can assure you it would not become a regular thing. It would just be like one of those things where it's like, oh, you know, Sayonara's playing Fortnite. He doesn't usually do that. Like, I used to have it installed on the Xbox One when I first got it, because I didn't have it really anything else to play. It was 2236. 2236. Take the acid rounds. Yes. A police station map. Will you take it? Yes. And so I was playing it a lot more when I didn't really have anything else to play on the Xbox, except for a couple games and a few free-to-plays. But now that I have a lot more games, and I definitely have a much bigger backlog to complete on my Xbox, I don't really feel much of a need to play Fortnite that much anymore. I will say that I'm actually more interested in trying out the Save the World mode. I know a lot of people don't really play the actual mode that the game originally was about. It hopped on the bandwagon for Battle Royale mode thanks to the success of PUBG, and so now it's mainly known as a free-to-play Battle Royale game. But the single-player Save the World mode, I believe it's been in early access for a long time. And I actually really liked what I saw from it. So I would, honestly, if I stream Fortnite, I'm probably going to stream the Save the World mode, where you're fighting the zombies and you're building the fortresses and all that other stuff. Because that actually seems that's more interesting to me than Battle Royale. Sorry, I'm just arranging my item box here. Okay, I don't have too much time left until I have to get to Graveyard Keeper, so if I go quiet for a little bit, it's just because I'm concentrating. Already went in there. Here. Now that we have the lighter, we have to go to the painting. That's right. The painting. Here. I was mentioning to Nam the other day also that I actually don't like doing live commentary. It makes me kind of uncomfortable. And so I eventually want to start experimenting with doing post-commentary. So I might start doing streams where there's no commentary, and then saving the archive and re-uploading it with post-commentary. That way I can script out my thoughts a little better and provide a little more insight. Sort of basically do a stream and then repost the stream as a post-commentary Let's Play. And I think that'll be a fun thing to start experimenting with next month. I wanted to do it this month, but I never was able to. I was never able to actually get to it. In fact, most of the games that I've been streaming, those were originally going to be post-commentary Let's Plays, but I overestimated my ability to actually write and record the post-commentary in time. So I didn't have much time left, and at the last second I just decided, well, you know what, I need to do something for Halloween, so let's just do streams. And I'll just try my best to improve my live commentary, even though I can't stand it. It really triggers my my obsessive compulsive disorder. Wait, did I actually pick it up? Okay, I did pick it up. I was wondering, like, I thought for a second, I was like, did I pick up the jewel when I lit the thing under the painting? Under here. I don't think there's anything I need to get down there just yet, except for that herb. Let's just collect the herbs. Let's just make sure we collect all the herbs. We're probably never going to need them, you know, or never need more than like 4 of them. Right through here. Oh, pick up the ink ribbon. We need to go down here now. He's been pecked to death. Ah, get away from me. Your knowledge of the... Let's see. Gaser 750 Madness says, your knowledge of the games you play is immense. You play what makes you happy. I've never been one for shooters. Prefer a storyline to a game. Gives me more reason to play. I like story in games, but I do feel that modern games are becoming a little too dependent on them. Or dependent on storytelling. Like, I've played games where the story is interesting, but there's not a lot of gameplay going on, and it's kind of weird because I think that story is good, but I mean, I play games to play games, so I expect a certain minimal amount of interactivity in order to justify the experience as a game. If I just wanted a story, like a story in a digital format where I just click a button, the same button over and over again to advance scenes, I would just play more visual novels. And of course, I like visual novels. I'm not knocking that particular format, but I don't consider visual novels to really be games unless they add some deeper gameplay elements. I kind of want to get the crossbow. But you know what? Let's just use this. There. There. We're not going to go through that door because it leads nowhere. Zombies just come in. There's no point in opening it. That's the door where the character in the B campaign comes into the police station from. So they block it off in the A campaign and just make it a trick door to make you let a bunch of zombies in the room. By the way, thank you for your compliment. I wouldn't say I'm like some historian when it comes to every single game, but I do like to, when it comes to games I really like, I do a little research on them, and I try to make sure that I try to do a little research even for some games that I'm not familiar with, just so I have stuff to talk about in these commentaries. Now that's finished. Let's go over here. I think you can find something right here, isn't it right? The helicopter is complete, right? Okay. I remember when this game first came out and we played the B campaign and we saw the cinematic where the helicopter that you see there, where it actually crashed, and when. We thought that was just so amazing, the way the two campaigns tied into each other like that. We hadn't really seen that done very many times in video games before. I think it was. I think stuff like that, like interconnecting storylines featuring different characters, I think it was done before with some other video games, but none that I can remember. So I don't know if Resident Evil 2 was the first to do that, but it was still really novel at the time, regardless. Put that in there. We don't need the valve handle very much anymore. At least not until we get to the sewer. Where's that other jewel? There it is. Oh, that's right. Crank. We're gonna need that crank soon. But yeah, as far as story in games goes, I like story. Stock scream. The door is broken. Can't go any further. There's no choice but to take out the wall. Okay, so we need to get that explosive. Oh yeah, something like David Cage's games. I don't even think David Cage even considers his games to really be games sometimes. But stuff like Detroit Become Human, that kind of stuff is a little too story heavy. And instead of just rolling with that and just making like instead of just making an interactive movie or a CG movie or a visual novel or something, they try to introduce what I consider to be faux gameplay elements, where there's an illusion of sorts. There's an illusion of gameplay almost, and that sometimes is more offensive than like a visual novel, where it doesn't really always have the pretension. I hope that makes sense. I don't know if I said that correctly. Bluestone. In the B campaign, liquor comes through there. But since we're in the A campaign, we're totally safe. So it just comes across as a very awkward shot. Now, I have the diamond key, so that means I have to go downstairs, get the, I have to go downstairs and I have to get the plastic explosive from one of the rooms. I'm gonna keep that. Oh yeah, stock screams are the best, like the Wilhelm scream and the one that's like that I heard in like 30 cartoons growing up, and then there's the one where it's like, and I think I know which movies those are from. They're just not like, just can't really like remember them off the top of my head right now. But all the stock screams that were used in cartoons and the stock roars. Okay, we got about 15 to 20 minutes. I like how he like squirms and quivers like a bug. I remember one that was a girl screaming. It was used in Slendy Tubbies wasn't really a good game, but it freaked me the heck out. I still can't hear that stock scream effect to this day without getting chills. I think I might know which stock scream you're referring to. Alright, I need the gear to put in there. Wait, hold on. Do Claire's breasts move? Because if they do, that's a... Oh, no, they don't. Sorry, I wasn't trying to come across as a pervert there. I was just curious because in the HD remaster for Resident Evil 1, Jill's breasts move, and I was totally not expecting that. I'll have to look it up and see if I recognize it, because I'm pretty familiar with my stock screams. Will you go down the ladder? Yes. Okay, so now that I have the diamond key, I need to go into the other area of the precinct over here and unlock some doors. And then find the gear. Find the gear. Oh, I think I need a lighter. Get the gear and get the C4. Hopefully, we might be able to meet Chief Irons before I have to cut off the stream. Oh, I already have the lighter. Freaking stupid. By the way, Nam, do you remember the guy that comes into the chat sometimes, AV guy? Just curious if you remember him. The diamond key opens that door, and we're gonna have a jump scare here, so just a warning. First I gotta get that. Cables. Cord. Wait, mirror. Will you take the Eagle Stone? Yes. And I will also take this liquor. Oh my god. That actually did scare me a little bit. Not gonna lie. So we're gonna run over here. Ooh, red herb. Oh look, brain juice. Again, rounds. Oh crap, I think I shouldn't have done that. Yeah, I apologize if the backgrounds look kind of funny. This is a problem I run into with the GameCube version. Something about this port, the pre-rendered backgrounds can look a little saturated, especially if the brightness is turned up. But I have to have the brightness turned up just a little bit because of the way, because the game is running through composite and then running through a composite input into the Elgato, and the Elgato is feeding it out through an HDMI, and that messes. And then, of course, there's another cord that's connected to the laptop that it's kind of a game, especially with these older consoles, because I'm playing this on a Wii. It's kind of a game itself to get the brightness levels matched on both the playback footage for the stream and on my TV, so that I can actually see things. Which. Funny enough, I always mention to people how surprised I am at how many games I was able to play growing up, when all consoles had either RF modulators or composite or component inputs, because we were playing through those inputs onto CRTVs, and when you had those plugged up like that, it's kind of a wonder. It's kind of amazing to me that we were still able to play the games with such low picture quality. Now I gotta go back. Need the club key. So that means there's another door that uses a diamond, but I can't remember. Oh, that's right. I think it's Marvin's room. So this way. And how about we switch things up? Let's get the Gatling gun. Now, is this a real Gatling gun? That's what I wonder. A powerful weapon that sprays bullets. Okay, yeah, that's right. So the grenade launcher and the Gatling gun, unlike the other weapons that you find in this game, most of them, don't have real brands. And I think that's, like I said, I think that's just because there really isn't a huge consumer market for Gatling guns and rocket launchers, not even in the United States. But as far as handguns and submachine guns and assault rifles, shotguns, if you check those in these older Resident Evil games, those are real weapons. Like Leon's gun, his signature gun is a VP-70. I forgot the brand. But I've always wanted to get that gun for myself. And even the stock that you get later on that makes it automatic, that's a real stock you can buy for that gun. I do wonder why Capcom... Key is useless now? Yes. I do wonder why Capcom didn't keep that tradition, though, because that would have been a really nice thing to have in the later games, instead of having these kind of funny nicknames. Where, like, Leon's still using a VP-70. That's still the gun he's using in the franchise to this day. But they don't call it a VP-70 anymore, because they don't have, like, the rights to do that. plastic bomb. All I need now to destroy the wall being blocked by the helicopter is a detonator. Oh yeah, the UK, guesser, the UK has some pretty strict gun laws, I know that. I don't really agree with that, but I'm not the kind of person... I don't like being that American who tries to tell Europeans how they should be living. Okay, we got more film. Isn't there something else around here? Yes. It's funny though, because a lot of the most famous gun manufacturers are based in Europe, or they were based in Europe. You know, a lot of the guns that I find, you know, that for sale here in town, they tend to be guns by European manufacturers. Like, yeah, European countries have very strict gun laws. I'm also surprised that about the detail of the gun brands in the old Resident Evils because... Oh, hi, Marvin. No. I really hope that you can save Marvin in the remake, because it looks like they're going to be developing him as more of a character. Ah, get off of me. It really looks like they're going to be developing him as more of a character, and I would just really like to... I would really like to save him. Because in the original beta for Resident Evil 1.5, Marvin was supposed to live and be one of Leon's companions. Or at least he was supposed to live until he got to the sewers. I don't know if they were planning on killing him in the original outline. Just in a more epic way. But in Leon's original campaign for 1.5, Marvin and Ada were supposed to be Leon's companions throughout the story. Ah, okay. I gotta come back for that. Sorry, I'm a hoarder. I like to pick up, like, everything in these games. Memo to Leon. To Leon S. Kennedy, congratulations on your assignment to the Raccoon City Police Department. We all look forward to having you as a part of our team, and promise to take good care of you. Welcome aboard, from all the guys at the RPD. The memo to Leon has been filed. Someone has made quite a mess here. But, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I'm also surprised at the details that they put into the old Resident Evils regarding the guns, because this is a Japanese-developed game, and Japan actually, I think, has stricter gun laws than most countries in Europe do. So, I mean, Japanese people don't really have a lot of knowledge of guns. So the fact that they not only added those details into this game, but also managed to secure like the right to actually put those names in there, is very intriguing. I mean, you can get guns in Japan, but it's a very arduous process, and it's really just for hunting or for clay shooting. The laws are so incredibly strict, and it's not necessarily anything modern. Back in the old days in Japan, it was always illegal for common people to have weapons. It was always considered something that only the nobility or the samurai or the military could have, depending on the era. And so they carried that well into the modern age. But the fact that you can get a gun now in Japan, just you have to go through tons upon tons of red tape. is it's unfortunate if you're an American like me who tends to prefer more relaxed gun laws, but it's also interesting in the context of Japanese culture and history because of how common people were so restricted from having any serious weaponry that would allow them to rise up against authority. And of course, I don't say that to put down the Japanese for how they did things. Wait, did I pick that shit up? Ah. Oh yeah, that's right. I had to go to the box. I had to go to the box because I was full. Sorry, I'm just getting distracted talking about guns. But in the context of Japanese culture and history, one of the reasons why they developed strict rules regarding common people being able to have a sword or have any real serious military weapons was because there were many times in Japanese history where you pretty much just had a bunch of warlords fighting each other, and when the country started to unify a bit better, they introduced they started being more strict about who had weapons because they wanted to avoid the situations like the Warring States period. I'm not an expert on Japanese history, so I may have gotten a couple facts wrong there. Ah, crap, I did it again. I may have gotten a couple facts wrong there. Forgiveness if I did, but I think I'm correct there. It's over here. Get it. Stop wasting time. Get it. Run over here. Just gonna go back to the hallway, go up the ladder. There's probably liquors up there. Oh, okay, the liquors aren't here yet. Eventually this balcony becomes full of liquors. Okay, I'll check you later. I'm about to end it anyway. Since I'm about to meet Chief Irons. And then after that I'm going to save, and then I'm going to get the stream set up for Graveyard Keeper. I don't know if you'll be able to join me for that, but if you can't, that's alright. Yeah, thanks for sticking with me this long. I'll be sure to oh, sorry, here. Be sure to keep a seat open for you next time. Using the plastic explosive, we blow the door open, head this way. How exactly, by what, divine grace that this helicopter didn't actually crash into Chief Irons' office, I don't think we'll ever know. And here we are, we're going to meet Chief Irons. Like I said, after we talk to him, we're going to save. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to be playing this on Halloween.
thought you were another one of those zombies.
Are you Chief Irons?
Yes, that's me. Just who are you? No, don't bother telling me. It makes no difference. You'll end up just like all the others. That's the mayor's daughter. I was told to look after her, but I failed miserably. Just look at her. She was a true beauty. Her skin, nothing short of perfection. But it will soon putrefy, and she will turn into a zombie within the hour, like all the others.
There must be some way to stop it.
In a manner of speaking, there is. Either by putting a bullet through the brain, or by
Chief Irons is also supposed to get some more development in the remake. I think he made an appearance in the last trailer and in some of the last demo footage they revealed for Claire.
But no longer.
I mentioned that I was happy to see more of Claire recently in the remake because I wasn't too pleased with the first footage they showed where she fought Birkin. They made it seem like it was going to be like her whole campaign was going to be a Last of Us style escort mission thing.
I'd really like to be alone now.
Luckily, the later footage they showed at Tokyo Game Show this year alleviated a lot of my concerns in that department. A stuffed animal. Oh, we're about to meet Sherry. Switch. Will you push it? Yes.
Wait. Let me go. Easy there. I'm not a zombie.
I know a lot of people didn't like Resident Evil 6, but I will say that I did like... Now, I didn't play Resident Evil 6, but I've watched other people play it. I've seen the whole story.
I found the girl, and I've cleared the
But
wreckage that was blocking
I did
the
like
corridor.
what they did with Sherry in bringing her back and giving her a role to play. I thought that was really nice, and some of her interactions with Leon and some of the other characters were pretty good. Even the whole, like, even though they kind of did that whole Wesker, son of Wesker plot thing, and Sherry is in love with Wesker's son, or he's in love with her. I don't remember.
I'd say she was probably right, but it's dangerous here as well.
And then in Revelations 2, they have Wesker's daughter,
There's something out there.
and she's the bad guy.
But I saw it. Much larger than any of those zombies. And it's coming after me.
What was that?
That's what I was telling you about. It's here.
Sherry, wait!
Secretary's Diary B. June 8th. As I was straightening up the chief's room, he burst through the door with a furious look on his face. It's only been 2 months since I've started working here, but that's the second time I've seen him like this. The last time was when I bumped into that statue, only this time he looked even more agitated than ever. I seriously thought for a moment that he was going to hurt me. June 15th. I finally discovered what the chief has been hiding all along. If he finds out that I know, my life will be in serious danger. It's getting late already. I'm just going to have to take this one day at a time. I'm pretty sure the secretary was killed by the chief. At least that's what is implied. Secretary's Diary B has been filed. Ooh. First aid. So now we're going to go save. did he go? Could he be a bad guy? Okay, the heart key. Yes. Now we're gonna be able to do this. Ooh, Chief's diary. Chief's diary. September 23rd. It's all over. Those imbeciles from Umbrella have finally done it. Despite all their promises, they've ruined my town. Soon the streets will be infested with zombies. I'm beginning to think that I may even be infected myself. I'll kill everyone in town if this turns out to be true. September 24th. I was successful in spreading confusion among the police as planned. I've made sure that no one from the outside will come to help. With the delays in police actions, no one will have the chance to escape my city alive. I've seen to it personally that all escape routes from inside the precinct have been cut off as well. There are several survivors still attempting to escape through the lower levels, but I'll make sure no one gets out. September 26th. I've had a change of heart about the remaining survivors inside the precinct. I've decided to hunt them down myself. I shot Ed in the back through the heart less than an hour ago. I watched him writhe in pain upon the floor in a pool of his own blood. The expression on his face was positively exquisite. He died with his eyes wide open, staring up at me. It was beautiful. I wonder if the mayor's daughter is still alive. I let her escape so I could enjoy hunting her down later. I'm going to enjoy my new trophy. Yes, frozen forever in the pose that I choose to give her. The Chief's diary has been filed. Oh, Chief. And that's what happens when you let a college rapist become a police chief. Oh, and this is why we're collecting those blocks. The sacrifice dies by the claw of the jaguar. Its blood forms a serpent that poisons the earth. An eagle glistens, bathed in blood, and the gateway of doom will open. Save time. As soon as I save, I'm going to be cutting off the stream. I thank everybody for joining me, who did join me. Even if you weren't chatting in the chat, your views are always appreciated. And yeah, I think this one actually turned out a lot better. And so maybe I'll just upload this later on in its complete form. But I don't know. I'll have to decide that later.